Let's do this, team. Hello, what's up? Welcome to Motosumo. My name is your boy Bernie P in the house. Ben Parsons ready to take you through your class, guys. I'm here in the lovely studio in London in the UK, ready to take you wherever you are in this lovely world. I was about to say wonderful and lovely, but sort of combine them to wobbly. I reckon that word isn't going to make it in, but it's all good, team. This is your 30-minute beginner class. We've got half an hour to get through this class, half an hour to enjoy, to have some fun. A beginner class is basically, we sort of strip everything back. So if you're a beginner, if it's one of your first classes you've ever done, a Motosumo, perfect, because I get to take you through everything a little bit slower, to do with sort of app, to do with how we do things here, and to do with some technique and everything. Once we've done that, we get onto your intervals, we get onto some sprints, we get onto some faster stuff, but as always, you can take it at a slightly lower intensity. If you've done loads of these classes before, it's a good chance to just pull it back a little bit, again, take things a little bit easier. Team, if you're doing the on-demand, I want to make sure you jump on one of our live classes ASAP. Because yes, it's the same sort of class, but if you're doing the live class, that is where we get to chat to you. That's where we get to communicate. That is where I get to see you on the leaderboard and get to see your numbers that you're going to be pushing out. Now, team, once you've done that, let's get involved. Yes, we got Kate in the house. Love to see that. Kate coming in after a wicked class yesterday. But now we're going to take it back a little bit for your beginner class. Now, team, as it is a beginner class, I'm going to start the way we always do. But throughout the warm-up, I'm going to take it a little bit easier. I'll explain it as we go through. As we always do, team, taking it down to your resistance 0. Nothing on your resistance whatsoever. And I want you to just start your legs moving. You'll notice at the very bottom of your resistance that this is mad easy. This is super easy. So we never, even in a beginner class, want to go any lower than this. In fact, we want to bring it up. So take it up, just have to find that little bit of weight under those legs. And now, as always, in Motosumo, we sort of call this our resistance 1. And you should feel like you're riding on a flat road. So there should be essentially nothing, oh, I've got my label out, that it should essentially be no decline. It's not like you're going downhill, it's not like you're going uphill as well. Where is this? There it is. I got it. I got it. Nah, sort of. So that's basically what it's like, team. Let's put some bangers on it and we go in 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Just getting those legs moving around once again, and this is your resistance 1. You've got 4 resistances that I will be taking you throughout this. And throughout this warm-up is your opportunity to sort of play around with them. It's your sort of chance to see how each one feels. So right now, because we're just warming up, resistance 1 should feel pretty easy. Maybe not mad easy, maybe you're feeling a bit stiff from yesterday, you're feeling a bit stiff from whatever. But that's what we do in the warm-up. That's why, at least I keep most of my warm-ups in these lower resistances. Because we do have 4 resistances overall, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Easy to understand. Resistance 1 is your easiest, so the least amount of weight, the least amount under foot, and resistance 4 is your heaviest. Another way we sort of describe them is if you're sort of adding incline onto each one. So this one is your flat road, you're not going downhill, so you still have to pedal to move forward, and resistance 4 is if you're going up a super steep hill. We're gonna go straight into a 30-second push. And we're going to play around with cadence then. Now remember, cadence is your speed. So if you look at the bottom of your screen, you're going to see your cadence meter. And your cadence meter, team, shows your live speed. It's also color coordinated as well. So I can shout out colors, I can shout out numbers, I can shout out different things. But for now, I'm going to use yellow. That is 90 to 110. 30 seconds.
Ellen probably isn't hurting that much.
1, go! Nice, Kate. So because it is that beginner class, I want you to sort of grab a focus, grab your intention of what you want to gain from this class. Two, 1, pulling it back. Remember, the sort of theme of the class, as it's a beginner class, it's to learn, it's to improve, it's to work on different things. And in this class today, we get to sort of drop into a little bit of everything, but I want your intention to be that I want you something to work on the most. Whether it's to sort of nail all these numbers, making sure you're jumping straight to them and pulling them back straight away. Or whatever you want. Maybe it's technique that you want to work on today. But that's all good. Let's go for another 30-second push. Same numbers. Team, we go in 3, 2, 1. Go with me. Coming into that new track. Nice numbers, really good. 3, 2, 1, slow it down. Little break again, we're gonna go for one more of those, but I want you to try to add between 5 and 10 onto that cadence. That may mean you push up a little bit into that red zone, but it's a beginner class, so we don't have to reach that red zone. Red zone is 110 plus, but try to get it up into those hundreds for this next one. Start to build it up for me. 5, 4, with me. 3, 2, 1. Motosumo, let's go. Stay on that pace. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. How did that feel? And you know what? Instead of taking it up into that resistance 2, all we're gonna do is double the amount of time. So we're gonna go for 1 minute now. See what I said? I promised you that we're gonna stay in that resistance 1 for a long amount of time. Getting ready to go, and in this resistance 1, we're gonna work on technique, work on form. We're going 5, 1 minute. 4, you ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. Remember, you're at that slightly accelerated pace. Yes, Kate. Elbows in, gentle bend in those arms, shoulders roll back. Forces that back to be lovely and straight. Hold that number, Kate. Oh my word, look at those numbers you're pulling out. 10 seconds. Putting it back in. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Putting it back. Grabbing a little sip of water, but also taking it up to your resistance 2. Resistance 2, team. Yes, Ara. How you staying? What are you doing? Resistance 2, bit thicker, a bit stickier, and also as if you've added on that touch of incline. Straight into 1 minute. 3, 2, 1. 90 to 100, let's go. And you can really implement that perfect technique, remember. Unless you're dancing, in which, if you're having a little boogie, that's all good. But if you're not, if you're just riding, I want to keep those elbows in, that gentle bend in those arms. Taking it forward. 90 to 100, resistance 2. Remember that little drop extra of incline.
Para que opinen sobre mi estilo como me define.
10 seconds.
No eres Dios para que me ilumines, para que no hables a veces que tú mejor te afines.
3, 2, 1. Nice. Rest there. How did that feel? So what we're going to do is we're going to half the amount of time, but I want you to try to add 5 onto that RPM. Between 95 and 105 now. 30 seconds only. 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, loving that number. Yes, Ara. 3, 2, 1. Rest there. You could take a good 30-second break there. Starting to get a little bit warm now. But we're going to do what we just did, the 1 minute in resistance 2, and we're going to transfer that into your race. Race team, with me is resistance 2. Unless I state otherwise, always resistance 2. But this is when you can put some real pace in. You ready? Fast you can. Resistance 2. 3, 2, 1. Let's go! Seconds. Yo, Ara, someone's coming as a late participant in this race. Four, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Let's see how we did there. Ooh, Ara smashed it. Kate, always big on that race. Okay, I want you to remember that number. 746. Let's go, little 30-second push. On the drop. 3, 2, 1, go! Resistance 2 still. Told you we're going to be spending a lot of the time in these lower resistances. Think of the technique, remember, beginner class, we want to hone in on all those little things that help so much. It's efficient to work like this. 3, 2, 1. Rest there. Take a 30-second break. Thursday lunchtime class for me. I don't know where you are in the world, but I'm feeling good vibes, you know. I'm feeling good vibes from you two. That's what we like. 10 seconds, resistance 3. We're gonna go straight into some endurance. Resistance 3, stickier, harder, more incline. 80 to 90. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 80 to 90, resistance 3. First time in this resistance, and you know there's gonna be a drop in this 2-minute push. And Kate knows what I love to do when a drop comes. We got that surge coming. Resistance 3, remember. We built our way up. Your popular hero in the house. Surging, 3, 2, 1, let's go! Yo, we got the big names in. Fresh Dynamite, popular hero. What's up? Kate loves a surge. Yes, Ara, come on, popular hero. FD, Fresh Dynamite. On the leaderboard, love to see it. 45 seconds still. In this resistance 3, remember, you don't need to be surging that whole time. If you need to pull it back, it's that 80 to 90. That's all good. I'm gonna give you a full recovery before this next section. You've got to hold on another 30 seconds for me as we push forward into this next track. Team are over halfway in this class. That is a little celebration, if I've ever seen one. 15 seconds. We're actually gonna pull it back to resistance 2. Putting it back. In. 3, 2, 1. Uh-oh. Sprint time. Resistance 2. 3, 2, 1. Go! Just a short one. Just a short one. 3, 2, 1. Rest there. Yo, what's up, Nano? Nano, KR, a popular hero. Look at these names on the leaderboard. Love to see that. I do admit that little sprint came in towards the end of that section there. We use this as a little breather now. We're gonna go down to go back up because we haven't touched resistance 4 yet. Resistance 4 is your climb, is your heavy stuff. And now we're gonna play with changing resistance mid sort of push. So coming down to resistance 1, 30 seconds in resistance 1, 30 seconds in resistance 2. Go on the drop, I reckon. Resistance 1, 105 minimum. Building up. In fact, we're gonna go now. 3, 2, 1. On the drop, let's see red zone. 3, 2, 1, go! Yes, sir. Okay, hold that. 8 seconds, resistance 2, straight up there. 3, 2, 1, let's go. As always, these beginner classes, you get carried away, don't you? Okay, all right, how you feeling? Nano, talk to me. We doing good? Give me a little thumbs up, give me a strong. There we go, love to see that. 3, 2, 1. Put it back. I feel like everyone's getting a bit carried away in this beginner class. If you need to bring that intensity down, you bring it down. If you're feeling good, you smash it out. Same thing coming up. 30 seconds resistance 2, 30 seconds resistance 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 90 to 100 in that resistance 2. First 30. Resistance 3, in. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 80 to 90. Feel it stiffen up, feel it thicken up. Ten seconds, you get a 30-second break. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Sweat's real. You're not feeling it as well? Feeling that sweat? 30 seconds of work, 30 seconds rest in resistance 4. Some of them we're gonna do sat down, some we do stood up. About 70 to 80 in that resistance 4, sat down, in 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Remember, this is basically the heaviest your bike can go. This is the stiffest, this is the hardest your bike can go, so I want it up there. 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1. 30 seconds. See, even in the break, this should feel a little bit tough. Team, we've got 10 minutes left. Purple zone, Give me another little celebration, team. I know you're doing strong in there. Next one, stood up. Only an option, as it's that beginner class. But if you're standing up, 60 to 70. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit down. 9 minutes left. 2 more rounds of that. Keep those legs moving. Try to keep it maybe in the sort of 50s zone. We get ready to go. In 15 seconds. Sat down again. 70 to 80, 10 seconds. Start to build it up. Start to give me a bit of pace. We go in 4, 3 Motosumo, 2, 1, go. Three, 2, 1. One more to go. Final one we know what to do, standing up. If you haven't tried to do the standing up yet, give it a go. What's the worst that can happen? Remember, it's 60 to 70 on the stood up, and this should feel tough. You're not just standing up, it should be a rest standing up. I want you pushing it. We go in. 5, 4, 3, 2. Are we yet? Four, 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds. Should we finish this off? I reckon we do. We go down to go up. We go down to go up. 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds rest, playing around with resistance. We're going to start with 30 seconds in resistance 4, 15 seconds resistance 3. I'll talk you through it. All set down until the end. Team, we go in 4, 3, 2, 1. 45 seconds in resistance, no, 30 seconds, resistance 4, just like we've been doing. Then we get to drop it down to resistance 3 for 15 seconds. So once again, 70 to 80, same thing you're used to, but I'll talk you through this. This is when we go for that push. In fact, let's just go on the drop. Go! Resistance 3. That means you pick up that pace. All right, I'm not sure how you're doing that speed in resistance 3 or 4. This should be heavy, team. This should be heavy still. 3, 2, 1. 15-second rest only. Now we do 30 seconds in resistance 3, 15 seconds in resistance 2. So you're trying to hit the sort of 80 to 95 for your resistance 3, coming into our last track. 3, 2, 1, let's go. We got it. I'll tell you when to change as always. 10 seconds. Resistance 2. All right, you got to add more resistance there. 3, 2, 1. Now it's resistance 2. Now it frees up. Now we go for it. 3, 2, 1. Now we build back up. 30 seconds resistance 2, 15 seconds resistance 3. And then we got one more for that resistance 4. 2 more rounds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Resistance 2 to 3. So a bit of speed here. Yellow minimum. I want to see yellow on that board. This is resistance 2. Let's go, Kate. Let's go, popular hero. Resistance 3 in 3, 2, 1. Four, 3, 2, 1. Okay, 30 seconds resistance 3, 15 seconds stood up, resistance 4. Max effort, empty out the tank. 4, 3, 2, 1. This is resistance 3. When we stood up, team, you're in resistance 4, and it needs to go as heavy as I can. Heavy as you can. So I shouldn't see numbers, I should see no yellow because of how heavy it is and the fact we stood up. It should just be tough. 3, 2, 1. Oh. 3, 2, 1. Resistance 0. And you legends can keep those legs moving. But all the way in that resistance 0. How are we feeling, Kate? How you doing? Are you doing good? I tell you, every single time. It's beginner class. Look, we had that long warm up, but you lot just get me carried away. I always say in beginner classes, you finish however you want to finish. If you want to finish at that lower intensity, you finish at that lower intensity. But you lot, clearly, were like, nah, we want to finish this properly. And you did, so well done. As always, exactly, Kate, exactly that. And as always in my classes, there's still time to chill. So take a big deep breath in. Hold it. And release it. Same again, twice more. Just follow me. In. Hold. And out. Same again, final time. Just roll your shoulders back for me, just study that breath. Reflect on how you found it. Head over to one side. Over to the other. Take it forward. In the middle. We're going to stand up briefly. Push both heels down. Give me a little wiggle out into that. Spin around and do that same thing on the other side. Little wiggle out once again. From there, you're going to take your arms up. Give me a lovely stretch up to one side. Before doing the same on the other side. Bring them all the way around into your center where you are done. Sending all of my love, team, because that was a sick class. You guys are absolute legends. You're the reason I love this job so much, and I want to say thank you for that. Team, I will see you on the next one, making sure as always you're clicking pause and save when you work out, making sure you're finding us on social media as well. Peace and love, team, and I'll see you later. Benny P, done.